Well, it's springtime. You know what that means? It means it's time to season up that brand new Blackstone you just got. I'm going to season mine up, and I'm going to show you the proper way and exactly how to season that Blackstone so it will last many, many years for you trouble-free. And I happen to have the brand new 28-inch XL Bronco Blackstone Griddle. So far, I put this thing together, and I'm like, okay, I like this, I like this. There's some amazing features about this new griddle. Nothing wrong with the old Blackstones, but they really, really stepped up the game with this Bronco series. They really have. I'm going to show you a few little features to begin with, and then we're going to get into seasoning this griddle. So let me show you what you're going to need to season the griddle, and then I'm going to show you a few things about this, and then we're going to get started. Now, as far as the items and tools needed to clean and season the griddle, I always like to start off with some Dawn Power Wash. Then I scrub it down with this Blackstone scrubbing pad along with this handle. I have some oil and water over here. You're going to definitely need some tongs along with a lot of paper towels. So get you just about a full roll. But you're also going to need something to season it with. And I like to use this Blackstone Griddle seasoning and cast iron conditioner. It really, really works great for initial seasoning. So yeah, not a whole lot of stuff need to season this stuff. But check out some of the features on this new Bronco series. First off, I have to say, just look how beautiful this Bronco looks. I love the color schemes and just the way they built the cabinet now. It is just an amazing. And the plate is an omnivore plate, so it does hold the heat a lot better. But there's something under the plate that really makes the difference. Blackstone has changed up their game and changed up the burners in this one. These have the high performance burners. As you see, it's not the straight pipe as a normal Blackstone would have. This has a brand new burner design to give more even heat distribution throughout that griddle. And the Bronco also comes with this rail system. You can slide this right off here, and you can slide it right back on, look there, and put your oil and water bottles and everything, your seasonings, whatever in there. You do have a bottle opener, you know, for them cold beverages. You got to have a cold beverage while you griddle. This is the 28-inch XL unit. It has 3 independent burners with electronic ignition. It does have a paper towel holder and also a magnetic tool holder on this side. And on each side shelf, it does feature hooks to hang your tools on. And speaking of side shelves, these do, see if I can do it one-handed, let down. There we go. So they will let down and get out of your way if you need them to. So let's look down here in the cabinets. This cabinet here holds your propane tank. This cabinet here is for storage. So you do have storage and room to put your propane tanks down here at the bottom. So that is just a quick little look over of this Blackstone 28-inch XL Bronco series griddle. Really loving it. If you haven't checked out the Bronco series, I'll leave a link down below to all of it. Be sure to go check them out. But now, that ain't ready to cook on yet. We got to get this thing clean, so let's get started on that. First things first, we got to get rid of all this paperwork on here. And what I like is they quit using the sticky paper on here and went to using magnets, as you can see on the back of this. So everything just pulls right up. But now, if you want to save this one and frame it, you know, because it does have the Griddle Pros in it, you can, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take it up. And so now that all that paperwork is out of the way, let's get to cleaning and seasoning. So I'll just come in here. It's kind of windy out here, as you see. But just come in here and just spray this entire griddle, the backs, the sides, everything down with this Dawn Power Wash. Then I'll grab up that scrubber, like I was saying, and just go to scrubbing. Now, this will be the only time I ever use soap on this griddle is for the initial cleaning. But I want to make sure everything from manufacturing to shipping to whatever gunk may be on this griddle, I want to make sure it's off because I do not want it in my food. So I just come in here and give the whole thing a good scrub down. Like I say, get your sides, get the centers, get all over it. Then once you have all that done, you just come in here with the water. We want to just clean it up really, really good. I like to take paper towels and just kind of wash everything in the back, let that back grease pan catch everything. The little grease trap back there they have, it works perfect for this right here. Dump all that water in. Now this may take a couple rinses to get all of this soap off of here, but be sure, whatever you do, be sure all the soap is washed off and there's nothing but clean water left when you get done with this. And once you get all that soap off there, just come in here and wipe it down really good and make sure there's no water anywhere left on this griddle top. Now we can start the seasoning process. So go on and fire up that Blackstone. And you want to be sure everything's on high when you're doing the seasoning. Now I am starting to see a slight discoloration from the heat. So now we're just gonna take up some of this seasoning right here, Blackstone seasoning. Put it down on here, grab our paper towel and our tongs and just start wiping. Now the key here is on every coat, make sure it's very thin, very even coats. That is really, really key to seasoning any of the Blackstones. You want to make sure there's no oil pulled up anywhere. And you also be sure to get all your sides and get the back, get every surface. Right there. That looks good. Now what you want to do at this point is just sit back and wait. Go grab you that cold beverage. Go talk to your friend, whatever. It's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes-ish for all this smoke to go away, and that's when we're going to work on it some more. Now be sure you're not doing this in your garage, because as you see, look at all this smoke coming off this griddle. And it's going to continue doing this on every coat we put on here. So you want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, not in the garage. Go outside, go on your patio, go somewhere that's well-ventilated. Otherwise, you're going to get smoked out. But you can definitely tell already it's starting to darken up and get that Blackstone look to it. But I'm telling you, it does smoke. So now, as you can see, a lot of that smoke has dissipated. So you know what time it is? It's time to do this again. Put another one down. And grab them paper towels and get to wiping some more. Again, I can't stress this enough. Thin, even coats. You don't want the oil too thick in one place and too thin in another. So be sure you spread it out. And each time you do this, wipe down them sides and that back and this front. It's also a good idea to get the outsides while you're at it. Because though you know those heat up too and can rust. If you have them seasoned, they won't rust. There we go. We'll just let this cook off now. But you can really tell a difference after applying this second coat, how much it starting to look like a traditional Blackstone. And I'm also noticing, you still have, you got to earn your edges, they say, but these edges here are a lot closer than a normal Blackstone griddle with these new burners. I'm loving this. Okay, this is what it looks like after 3 coats. So I'm going to put one more coat on here, just to kind of finish it off. Ooh, boy, it's getting smoky now, showing off. And one thing I will do, if you notice, I flip my towel around to help spread that oil out a little bit better. Just want to make sure everything is even. And there it is. We'll let that smoke off. So now we have 4 coats on here and it is looking really good. But we're not done. We have to do the Blackstone Betty thing and put some onions on here. And so I will throw down a bunch of cooking oil on here. As you see, it's still steaming hot. Then I come over here and I have 3 pounds of sliced onions. I'm gonna throw them all on here. Grab up some spatulas and get the spatulaing. And I don't know what this does. I don't know the science behind it. I just know it works. It kind of seals the surface of the Blackstone. Helps it become really, really non-stick. And just adds another layer of seasoning on top. And it smells good too. So we want to keep these moving every now and then. We'll just spread them out and let them cook for just a few minutes. And now while these onions are doing their thing, I want to mention one thing real quick. It's more of a safety kind of thing. Your oily rags, the rags and the paper towels that you use to season with, don't throw them straight in the trash while they're still hot. Let them sit out on the counter or whatever, because believe it or not, it's rare, but it does happen. They will combust, and y'all don't want your trash can catching on fire. Now all these onions are pretty much sauteed up and done their job. Let's get them off this griddle. And so now at this point, You can kill that heat. Like that right there. Then you got one more thing to do. Put down a little bit of oil. And one more coat just to finish it up. I always do this after every cook, regardless, whether it's your first cook, your last cook, whatever cook this may be, I always do this after every cook. All right, just like that, this griddle is ready to cook on. Now, the question is, what will you cook on it first? What would you cook on it first? Let me know down below in the comments. To know what I'm going to cook on it first, you better be following along. Hit that like button, follow along, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, do all that good stuff, because there's a lot of good stuff fixed to happen right here, and a lot of good cooking going to happen too. So be sure you follow along. With that, I hope this really helped you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do this, you'll have a perfect griddle, I promise you. We'll see you next time.